Hey everybody, it's Lyn from Lyn's Crafts, and sorry once again, ignore all my mess. So I'm coming by today to share a tutorial on a Mokume Gane technique. Now if you look on the internet, there's lots of tutorials on how to do this. So this is just my take on it. And I'm going to do a yellow, orange, and red, similar to this pink and white, with silver leaf in it, but I'm going to do a gold leaf this time. Alright, so it's really pretty simple. You just roll out your colors of clay, and you can do them to the same thickness, to different thicknesses. You'll get the feel of it after you've done it a time or two. So I'm going to layer my clays. I'm going to kind of give one or two of them a stretch a little bit so that they'll be a bit more the same size. And as you can see, I'm not doing them necessarily in the correct color order, but that's okay. The reason I'm doing this is because as I cut and stack it, it'll get different variations of the color order. Alright, so I'm going to cover the red side with the gold leaf, and I chose to do that because red is actually a component of gold, and so like black, it makes it really show up if you put the gold on red. So I'm going to do that. And this is a variegated leafing, so some of it will be gold and some of it will be copper and some of it will be red. And this is the Cosmic Shimmers called Blaze, the Mega Flakes. And I just happened to get lucky to find that big old piece in there, so and it doesn't need to be perfect. Alright. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through my pasta machine. And I'm going to run it through long ways to make the piece a little longer so I can cut it in half, and to give it a good crackle effect. So I did not change the thickness setting that I had it on. And I've got it on a, looks like a 4. Alright. So 3 thicknesses of the 4, and then roll it out. And of course you don't have to put the gold leafing on. This technique works just as well without it. Alright. And of course you can work with smaller bits. You don't have to use this much. Alright. So, as you can see, I've stacked 4 layers. And then I'm going to roll it out again. And run it through the pasta machine one more time on the same setting. Alright. Alright. Now we've got however many layers we've got. All stacked together. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to take whatever your pattern, whatever you want your pattern to come out like. The pink piece that I did, this piece right here, was done with the end of a paintbrush. That's what makes these nice circular bits. So we're going to push a couple of pushes with our paintbrush in. And it doesn't matter if they're in a pattern or anything else. So let's take a little smaller paintbrush. Alright. Now, what you can choose to do here is you can choose to either fill these holes with a different color of clay. Maybe you could go back with the yellow and fill in yellow in there, would be very interesting. Or you can choose to do this. We're going to start slowly. Alright, that's what you're going to do. You're just going to keep squishing excuse me, the same direction to try to close up those holes. Alright, and when you've got it into a nice cube, I'm wanting to stick it to a tile. Alright, now once we've got it stuck down, I'm going to flatten it out just a little bit each direction. Alright. As you can see, I really only did it just a little bit. And that was mainly to get it stuck down really good. You're going to want to take your blade and you're going to slice slices off. You don't want them too thin, but if you cut them too thick, then you won't have anything left to work with. Alright, for the first piece, I'm going to roll this one into a bead. So that'll be a bead. For this piece, I'm going to roll this a little thinner. There we go. And I'm going to cut a circle out of it and make a pendant like this pink one. Alright, so that's for our second piece. Now on this piece, I'm going to roll it out just a little bit, then I'm going to cut it in half. Alrighty. I'm going to cut this in half. Thereabouts. And half of it is going to go into the face mold. And the other half, I'm going to make a small cabochon type stone. So I'll just start easing it into kind of a shape. And really trying not to massacre the pattern too much. Not my normal tile to bake on. This one's a little thinner. And I'm sorry if I didn't say at the beginning, all three of these colors are actually Sculpey 3. I don't mind working with Sculpey 3 when I'm doing components that I know are going to go in a jewelry piece that'll be primo or something a little stronger. But like the faces and stones like this, I don't mind them being Sculpey 3 at all. Alright, so we've got a sort of smooth stone. Then I'm going to do a quick face and we're going to call it good. Alright. Sweet. Right, I'm really liking that color. Okay, and then this one, we're going to decide which area we like. And I'm really liking this bit down here at the bottom with the red, but I think I'm going to go up here, where it's a little more uniform looking. Alright, super pretty. This little bit we'll make a bead out of. Alright, here they all are out of the oven. Here's the face. I haven't trimmed it up or anything yet. And as you can see, this particular face mold is slightly crooked. Her eye on this side is higher, almost as if she's like looking down. But it doesn't bother me. This is the flat piece. Alright, so that is how I do a Mokume Gane technique. There's lots of things you can impress into the clay. Anything from excuse me, cutters, which I have here in front of me somewhere, but they're invisible at the moment. Shaped cutters, any sort of shaped tool. You could use a ball tool, you could use your blade. Use the back of your blade and make impressions into it. So there's all kinds of things you can do. Alright, that's it for today. I shall holler at y'all later. Bye now.